Hello and welcome to your professional diploma in digital marketing and SEO. Today's lesson is all around affiliate marketing. In today's lesson, as I mentioned, we are all about affiliate marketing. So first up, we're going to look at the value of affiliate marketing for merchants. Then we will look at affiliate programs, what that means and how you would set one up. Then we will move on to affiliate management, and there are several options here, before closing off with the different affiliate networks that are available. So affiliate marketing is a type of performance-based marketing where a business rewards people or entities, so affiliates, for each visitor or customer brought to them by the affiliate's own marketing efforts. So not the business's marketing efforts, the affiliates, the different individuals or networks that an affiliate marketing strategy might work with. A reminder of the parties that are involved in affiliate marketing. As I mentioned, we are focusing more on the merchant this time, but there are four parties: the consumer, the merchant, the affiliate, and the network, although sometimes the network is not involved. We will look at this in more detail in this lesson. And because it just comes up so much, I just want to reiterate what the difference is between influencers and affiliates. They're very similar and they can be both, so it is sometimes confusing. But what differs between them generally is the payment structure, the objectives that both of these strategies or channels will meet. So today's lesson, we are looking at it from the merchant's perspective in terms of affiliate marketing. But just so that you can follow things properly, as this will come up a lot, an affiliate merchant is a business that achieves both top of the funnel, so things like awareness, and bottom of the funnel, sales and leads objectives, by using a network of affiliates. With the priority being the bottom of the funnel objectives, it is a performance-focused channel or strategy, but awareness does come into play as well, especially if you have quite a large network of affiliates. Then this is something that we're going to be talking about in more detail later, but an affiliate program is not to be confused with an affiliate network. An affiliate program is essentially the business model for the products that you are selling across those affiliate networks and how you are doing this. I want us to have a look at some of the main reasons why businesses use affiliate marketing. There are many, many good ones. First up being that you can reach an entirely new audience. Selecting relevant networks and choosing relevant individuals or entities with a wide reach can definitely extend your audience. Perhaps there will be some overlap, but it's very likely that it is a completely new audience that's being exposed to your business. Then, as I touched on earlier, another thing that often results from affiliate marketing is increased brand awareness. Obviously, reaching a new audience will naturally increase the awareness of your products or services. Another big factor is that it can actually save a business money in the long run, really because there are low startup costs, mainly, unless you're going big from the beginning. And if there's no sale or lead as a result of your affiliate marketing or your affiliates, you don't pay them. So you only pay them for performance. Of course, setting up and joining networks can take some time, but they're ultimately worth it if you're comparing it to spending money on other marketing where you aren't actually guaranteed results. So if you don't make a sale on other marketing, you still have to pay, whereas with affiliates, you don't. There are also some great SEO benefits, really because the traffic that you're going to be getting to your site and the backlinks from the affiliates marketing can increase your rankings. While the relevancy and the authority of the affiliate marketing or site might not be great all the time, Google seeing consistent amounts of traffic coming to your site might increase your rankings. Perhaps an obvious one, but it is also an alternative income source. You know what they say, don't have all your eggs in one basket. Choosing varied streams of marketing provides more security, especially if one or more of your other channels starts to decrease in performance. Then it's not a crisis mode. You still have other channels to fall back on, while coming up with another solution. Then if affiliate marketing didn't already sound great enough, you can also save time. And that is because affiliates will be doing most of the legwork in terms of your marketing and your optimizing. So you'll be able to spend less time on this, so less time on management, and then of course focus your time on other priorities. No one has enough time in the day to get everything done. Another great factor is that it can give you additional insights. So the reporting that you'll see from your affiliates will tell you what is and isn't popular, and then you can adjust your other marketing channels and strategies accordingly. If you're using your own network, then you would be in charge of ensuring that all the tracking is set up, and etc. And we'll get to that just now. But that is why it is sometimes better to get help with setting up your network if that's the route that you decide to take. Affiliate marketing can also produce a ton of user-generated content for you. Affiliates have a network of people or users, and many of them will use, or many of the affiliates will use the product or service themselves and then share their content or imagery based on this. User-generated content is authentic and beneficial for the brand on a few levels in terms of awareness, reputation, and reach. And this can all actually even be achieved without big marketing dollars behind it that is promoting the content further. Because these affiliates will have access to a huge network and they're often very much engaged with that network, then you can actually reach a lot more people without paid media behind it. So those are the top reasons for using affiliate marketing, but let us just go over the common channels that are used by affiliates. Of course, if they have their own website or blog with a following, they would use that. They might do content marketing, which would be published or syndicated across various channels, most likely social. Or if it is quite a big affiliate entity, then perhaps SEO would get in there as well. Email marketing, of course, can be very effective. And again, if an affiliate has a large network of emails or leads, then they can distribute your product or service via that. Posting your products on coupon or promo sites is also very common. And then there is PPC. Now on PPC or paid media in general, it's important to know that affiliates would generally work on an EPC model, so earnings per click. If they were not using automated software, so an affiliate software management, which we'll go into, this would probably be determined by taking the average monthly income and dividing that by the average clicks. This would then give them the ROI calculation, which would be their earnings per click minus their cost per click. So revenue minus cost. So if a business is thinking about incorporating affiliate marketing into their channels and strategies, there's quite a lot of work to do in the run-up to launching your program. First of all, of course, you need to ask yourself, what will your affiliate program achieve? What are you wanting out of it? Do you want fast growth, which is also known as growth hacking? Or do you want it to be a source of relatively stable income? So not something that is too big and impactful, but something that can just kind of chug along and keep you going. Or have you perhaps tapped out other audiences and now affiliates is becoming a primary strategy? Or, you've tapped out maybe a channel, you've spent too much on it, you've got as many leads as you can possibly get at the cost that you want, then affiliate marketing or an affiliate program might be a great option for you. Of course, there are more questions to answer, than this when it comes to outlining what you want to achieve from your program. The kinds of questions as in setting smart goals, when are they going to be achieved? They need to be measurable, relevant, all of that. And then, of course, when it comes to your actual product, and here I'm referring or I'm kind of combining both products and services, are you going to be selling all of your products or just some? Only some might be a great option if you have a much higher profit margin on those versus others. For example, let's say a tech company, they might put their laptops and their solid state drives and other things available in the affiliate network, but not their cables or headphones or anything like that, just because they have generally such a low profit margin. You also need to determine your payment method. And by this, I'm referring to the affiliates. We did touch on this briefly in module 2. But for example, are you going to pay them a flat fee? So a flat fee per month or whatever. Let's say you have a campaign that runs over several months, then a fee for that campaign. or is it going to be commission based in that they earn a percentage after every sale? You also need to think about recurring purchases. And what I mean by this is that, are you going to pay an affiliate for additional purchases made by someone that they brought in? So let's say Sarah came in and she bought some shoes. Then she comes again next week and buys a dress. And the next week she buys a jacket. Do you pay the affiliate a percentage for all 3 purchases or just the starting one? It is a good thing to consider. You do need to make your program attractive to different affiliates. For example, Adidas, they have an affiliate program which is offered to everyone, and they award up to 3 recurring purchases for each person that someone brings in. Once you've determined your payment method, then you need to determine how you're going to process those payments. So how are you going to make payment to these different affiliates? For example, are you going to use PayPal or perhaps a bank transfer? And then when will you make this payment to the affiliates? Will you make it monthly, or will you implement a threshold, for example, where they will only get paid once they've hit a certain amount of earnings, let's say $50 or something? We will look into this a little bit later on when we're talking about the different networks. Then we move on to control. So how much or what do you want to be in control of and spend time on when it comes to your affiliate program? Do you want to do as little as possible, or do you want to dedicate time or be in control of choosing affiliates, your messaging, your creative, your payment processing, tracking, etc.? Essentially, how much consistent time do you want to be putting in here? And also, how important is branding for this avenue? Because if branding is very important, then you want to be able to have a lot of control over the kinds of messaging and creatives that affiliates will use to market you. You also need to have a good idea of the tools that you're going to be using, especially if you're not wanting to manage this program yourself. Then the software and associated costs need to be investigated. Even if you are managing it yourself, there will be other tools involved, and we'll get to those kind of low-cost tools in a sec. But this is where the research starts in terms of the software that you would use to manage this whole thing. And I will be giving some examples of different software later on. Then I think this is possibly one of the most important factors when it comes to determining if you're going to have an affiliate program is, are you ready for the commitment to the affiliates? Affiliate marketing is also about creating a relationship with your affiliates, whether it's 10 affiliates or 10,000. It's about communicating with them, for example, using a newsletter or an ad that is just for affiliates, and of course, assisting them if they are having trouble. You need to nurture these partnerships because they can bring you a huge source of almost passive income, and there are plenty of networks and programs out there, so they don't have to choose you. You know, if you're remaining or maintaining the relationship with them, then the chances of them continuing to promote your product or service is higher. If you have a good relationship with your affiliates, then you can create really impactful campaigns, as opposed to just having a generic URL that all of your affiliates share, which can work, and it does work, because not many or not all businesses have good relationship and communication with affiliates. But there's a lot of value in building relationships with the people selling your stuff at the end of the day. And you can then communicate different campaigns. You want to focus on different products, have different landing pages, etc. This can all be achieved if you just have your finger on the pulse when it comes to affiliates. In order for your affiliate program to be successful, you need affiliates. And unfortunately, they don't just come because you've launched your network. Affiliates won't know that you are there unless you tell them, so you essentially need to sell your products to them. There are 3 main types of affiliates. First, we have influencers, which we've discussed before. Solo marketers, which are individuals with at least, or generally at least, some marketing experience. And then publishers, which would be referring to websites or business entities. So these, depending on your strategy and who you want to be recruiting to work with your network, these are the 3 main categories that you'd be looking at. The best place to start is generally with your existing customers. You can let them know about the program or offer perhaps specific customers, for example, customers that have the highest LTV, the lifetime value, and then you could either offer only them the program, or perhaps those people a higher commission rate just to make it more appealing. They are, of course, more likely to join your network as they have experienced your product before, so they will feel more comfortable in sharing it with others. It is also a very good idea to look at your social media channels or the platforms themselves. And here I'm just referring to organic at the moment. So you could have an organic content strategy so that you're regularly posting organically from your page, and people who are following that, would see some of it, not all of it. We know that organic reach is declining. You can, of course, also search hashtags as an example of relevant topics and approach influencers. This would be a way to start your influencer research. So here you would approach people with a large following, for example. Then you have paid advertising, which I've kept separate. So you could, of course, do your social paid advertising and then your PPC. You might decide to run a campaign to try and target relevant affiliates. You might decide to remarket to all your site visitors, remarket to all your ad engagers on social, just to try and find people that are willing to join your program. You could also offer a referral fee, so have an affiliate referral system. You would only pay for successful recruits, or pay the referral fee for successful recruits, and these would be called your second tier affiliates. You might just see that term floating around on the web. Then you have your website. That would be a definite, just to make it easily visible. Include it on your homepage or in the navigation at the top somewhere, join affiliate network or program. You can also have a landing page or landing pages with an SEO focus, so that anyone who is searching for an affiliate program might come across what you have to offer. Then you could also make use of something called affiliate program directories. They are different to networks. It's a database of different affiliate programs, and affiliates can search these directories, then find some basic info about the program, and then sign up from there. It does mean that anyone can access these directories, so you don't really have any control unless you put steps in place as to who will join your program. And some directories might charge a small fee, but many are free, so there's definitely some options. Some examples are affiliateprograms.com and top-affiliate.com. So before approaching these different affiliates, if that is the method that you are choosing, you need to have a terms of service document. It's essentially like your terms and conditions. It's a document that details your affiliate program, and it also includes the conditions for which affiliates are accepted if you are being quite specific about who you're taking on, the methods that they can use to market your business if you're trying to avoid or want to include certain channels, and then any ramifications if they deviate from this document. And this would really come more into play when branding, and keeping the same consistent tone is a huge focus. This document is essentially here to ensure that your interests and your affiliate program are covered against any kind of issue. The terms of service document also needs to include how you are going to track your conversion. So what tracking is in place. If it's event tracking or URL tracking, it is important that the affiliate, and of course yourself, knows what is happening or how these things are being tracked, because this determines how affiliates are going to be paid. You also need to determine your cookie duration. This is something that you can set yourself, but it's whoever's in charge of the tracking would be managing something like this. So a common thing is to have a 30-day cookie duration or conversion, almost a conversion window actually, so that if someone has come to your site via an affiliate but hasn't made a purchase, if they've made a purchase on the last click within 30 days, then that will be considered as something contributing to your affiliate's commission. Then the full details of your commission structure needs to be included in this document. The affiliates want and need to know exactly how they are being paid. You also need to include the different methods and the processing of when these things or payments will happen. Then if you're looking to become a brand, or you are an existing brand, you need to include the kind of language and tone that is used in the marketing so that they have an idea of what they are meant to do. Some businesses do go as far as giving exact copy and exact creatives. And this is something we'll discuss a little bit later on when it comes to the networks. But overall, it's just a good idea to include something about how you speak to your consumers. If you're going to be sending creatives, you need to detail the process for receiving those creatives. How are you going to send them? When are you going to send them? By when do you expect them to be updated? What links have changed, etc. All of that needs to be in there. And then where can the affiliate go if he or she or it needs assistance? How do they contact you and get their issue resolved? The details of all of this will definitely differ based on the merchant's involvement, as well as the software that is used, but these should be or would be included across any of the options. It's just really a case of whether you're creating this document yourself or with the help of something else. Now it is time to look at the different affiliate networks that are available. As I'm sure you remember, or hope you do, in their simplest form, they handle the tracking, the payment, and the reporting on your affiliates. When it comes to affiliate networks, there are a few options, with the chosen one being the one that best fits the business and its objectives and resources. So there really is no, this network is better. It really does depend on the business and what they want to achieve. First up, we have something that I am calling a manual network. Essentially, you are turning your affiliate program into a closed network that you are responsible for managing. By closed network, I mean you're not going to be selling other businesses' products or services. It's just for yours. In terms of which businesses this would suit, generally it would be young businesses or those that are lacking capital, or both. And the reason why that is because this affiliate program or strategy can actually be realized at a low cost relative to the other options that are available. Once the setup is done, there would be no recurring large payments until you would need to perhaps evolve to something bigger if that was part of your plan. However, it might be one of the most difficult versions of an affiliate network to take on unless you have the assistance of some developers or data analysts, or you're planning to keep it small. So you're going to have a small number of affiliates within your program. So let's take a look at some of the requirements for this. You, of course, need or would need to be responsible for the tracking and analytics. So no matter how simple or complex your network is, you should or you need to have tracking in place to ensure that the leads or the sales you're receiving are being attributed correctly to the right affiliate, so that the affiliate knows what's happening, and overall there is transparency. This is why you would give each of your affiliates a unique URL, because that is how you will identify them in your analytics. But of course you need the analytics tracking in place if you're going to be able to see any of that. Besides a unique URL, you would also need your event tracking and goals in place. If you're an e-commerce business, you would need to make sure that those are linked correctly to your analytics, as well as your product feeds. Any custom dashboards for each affiliate to track their own performance, and then of course a view for you to see all affiliate performance, that might need to be set up. And perhaps you might need product groups within analytics that need creating, filters in place, views, etc. And if you don't have all of that knowledge, then you would need to get someone's help. Then just on top of, and reiterating some of what we've discussed already, if you're managing it yourself completely, then you would need to determine and manage the payment system, that you've outlined in your strategy. You would be in charge of that system. Then you will also be managing the affiliates. So you need to build on that relationship with them and determine how you plan to communicate those campaigns. And then of course you would action or implement those different things because you are managing the program or network. Now, because this is a low cost kind of budget option, the data, you would perhaps get your data from analytics. I've used Google Analytics here, but perhaps other analytics software that you have found. For reporting and analysis, you could use Excel or Google Sheets. Data Studio, which is a free Google product, and this is a way to visualize your reports. And then something like AW Stats, which is an open source analytics software that can also display data in a visual and easy to understand way. Being open source, that means it is completely free, but having a developer to install it would definitely help, as it is quite technical. An example of what your affiliate network might look like if you choose this route: you might have analytics dashboards for each affiliate's links created with views and filters. For yourself, you would have a combined view of all the affiliate performance, and of course you'd have access to the affiliate views as well. You would have a monthly Excel and Data Studio report on performance with the breakdown of commission, which would be tracked within analytics. Commission would be paid via bank transfer on the 28th of every month with a minimum threshold of $30. So an affiliate has to earn that amount before they will be paid. This is a method just to reduce payments or costs associated with making payments. And you would have email communication with the affiliates every time there is a campaign, but you would also include an optional generic link. Then we have something called a managed network. There are a few options when it comes to the management of your own affiliate network, and we can start off with an affiliate manager, and this is someone who would be in-house and would be focused solely on the affiliate program and managing all aspects of it, so communication with affiliates, tracking, getting new affiliates, and more. An affiliate manager would also be working alongside a marketing team if you have additional resources like that, and they would be able to provide insights and contribute to marketing strategy in real time, which can be incredibly useful and effective. Then we have affiliate marketing software, which is a very common thing that businesses choose. And this is essentially software that creates a streamlined platform for you to track and manage your affiliates and affiliate campaigns and everything in between. All of your data would feed into here, and it would provide reports and dashboards which would allow you to analyze and optimize your affiliate marketing. Choosing an option like this would eliminate a lot of the hard work that you would have to put in to create your own network, but you obviously need to weigh up the costs. Some examples of software that you could use. Here is something called Link Trust. They have an extensive list of features. They are essentially a one-stop shop for everything affiliate marketing in terms of managing it. Remember here that this is not a network. This is something that would help you manage your program. So costs on here, they start from $339 per month. So it's not cheap, but it's also not crazy. Then we have Vendash or Venedash. I'm not quite sure how to pronounce it, sorry. It is starting from €199 per month. That is the currency that they have on their site. And this is for 10,000 conversions. So the price increases the more conversions that you have. Then there is also software called Tune. And I think what's quite nice about this one is that it offers a 30-day free trial. So you can have a look at how it could work for you. But then they kind of snag you a bit here because the monthly fee is based on the features that you use. So of course, the more features you use, the more expensive it will be. Then you have whole agencies which are dedicated to affiliate management. This would be a full service agency that would manage all the aspects of an affiliate program. They'd be responsible for recruitment, tracking, measuring, optimizing, as well as providing the creative assets, monitoring affiliates, social mentions, the full package. This is only really recommended for businesses with $8 million plus in revenue because it is very expensive. But if you are looking to get into marketing as opposed to starting your own business, this is something good to know. You could avoid all the pain of creating a network and you could join an existing network. As we talked about in Module 2, there are many existing affiliate networks out there. The services that are offered by affiliate networks generally include tracking and reporting of affiliate performance, a dashboard with affiliate performance for both the affiliate and the merchant, payment calculation and processing to affiliates, obviously access to their affiliate network, and then in some cases, there would be different affiliate recruitment options. So within the network, you can run campaigns or contact affiliates within it to try and get them onto your program. Essentially, it does everything that you would need if you were creating a network. It's just this network isn't yours. It's not only selling your products and everything else, or most of it is being managed by the network itself. There are also some additional options that aren't available with all networks, but full management of your program within the network is sometimes an option. So you don't have to do anything at all. It will be fully managed. Or there are self-management options. So self-management as in they will still handle the payment and the processing and all of that, but you would contact the affiliates and create campaigns. You may also be able to house creatives here. So if that is part of your objective or part of your program is to have that relationship with those affiliates and make sure that your branding is consistent, then you have the option to put the creatives there. They're there for easy access. You could link to them. Again, though, it's not available for all networks. And then affiliate management and communication dashboards might be available. So within the network, you can email people, for example, via that network. You don't have to do it via something else. Some examples of some top networks. I do recommend that you do your research if you are considering something like this. As I mentioned, there are so many networks and some of them are very niche. We have A1. They boast 230,000 plus active affiliates, which is quite a high amount. They approve all affiliates before they're able to actually join the network, which can be really good when it comes to qualifying and just ensuring that the people are relevant, not spammy, etc. They also offer multiple variations of commission settings, including something called payment on influence. So you might decide to also award your affiliates for sales or leads where they have assisted with that sale or lead. So the click came from them, but the last click, so the actual purchase or sale didn't. You might still choose to reward the affiliates for the initial, awareness or attention. Then we have something called ClickBank, and this is one of the oldest networks. It's been around since the beginning almost. It is focused primarily on digital products. So think ebooks, e-learning, antivirus, software, that sort of thing. And what is interesting is they offer to people who buy the product a 60-day, no questions, money back guarantee. Now, this does help improve conversion rates overall, but of course it can eat into your revenue if they are giving refunds, within 60 days. And then we have something called CJ Affiliate, and they are considered to be one of the biggest networks, and they offer a range of both physical and digital product programs. So while you are doing your affiliate network research, there are some considerations to look at for joining a network. Questions that you should be asking yourself would be, what products does the network sell? Is there too much of your product on the network, or too similar products, or not good quality products? Then you might want to stay away from a network that has too much of the same thing. If there are similar products that are of a high quality, then it's a good call to look into it further. And exactly what services do they provide to the merchants, and what would the merchants still need to manage? How much setup is required to join this network? Is it pretty straightforward, or does it require some development on your side? Obviously, very good to know that. Perhaps the first thing you might ask actually is, what is their pricing, and is it affordable for you? And what information does their reporting provide? Does it fit the needs of what exactly you want to be measuring? And then following on from that, is the interface actually user-friendly? Can you look at it and figure out more or less exactly what's going on, or does it just look like a huge mess? This could be a huge factor when it comes to actually using the network or managing the affiliate program. If it's not user-friendly, it's just going to become tedious, and then you're going to want to look at other options. So that is all we have time for today, guys. Well done. I will see you guys very soon for lesson 6. Goodbye, everybody.